Hi, there are several types of different yaoi fans within the anime community, and there's not as many different types as anime fans, but there are definitely a few. So I'm going to be discussing the ones that I know, and anyway, let's begin. The first one is the secret yaoi fan, and they keep it very, very secret, so that they read all their yaoi fan fiction on a very private tab that deletes their whatever browser history like straight away as soon as they close that tab down, and they never talk about it to anyone. If anyone mentions it, they'll say something like, "Oh, I hate yaoi, I don't like it, I don't associate with it," or whatever, make up some absolute bullshit about how much they hate it, when in reality they go home and they're on like fanfiction.net reading all the different yaoi fanfics that are on there, going on archive of their own and doing the same, or even going as far as writing their own yaoi fanfictions, which are buried in the deepest parts of their computer, where no one will ever find it because they've encrypted that file so much that only they can open it. Wow, that's getting ridiculous. Okay, yeah, maybe not that extreme. And then the next one is the obsessed yaoi fangirl, and you can tell that they're into yaoi because they talk about it quite a bit. They share pictures on Facebook or Twitter, they're on Tumblr reblogging lots of yaoi stuff. You know, they're just a bit crazy about it. Which leads me on to the next one, the super obsessed yaoi fan. And yes, they're like the obsessed fan, but they are a bit more obsessed, getting to the point where they're shipping people in real life, and it's all they go on about. They just go on about yaoi, like, oh, those two dudes look good together, or oh, have you read the new yaoi manga that's come out? Oh, I've read all of Killing Stalking, and I read every single yaoi manga there is, and I'm out of it. And they're just obsessed to the point where it's just like, okay, you need to calm down. Like, yaoi's good, but it's not that good. You need to find another hobby. It's taking over your life. And then the next one is just a casual fan, and they're just casual. I mean, yeah, they may read it from time to time, or may write the odd occasional yaoi fan fiction, but that is it. But they're just like casual fans. Like, they're not obsessed. They like it. They'll admit that they like it, but they're definitely not obsessed. And then there's the fan fiction writer, and they write every yaoi fan fiction that can be imagined. Like, if you, I don't know, if something happens in the episode and it just hints at these two characters being together, they will be on that little bit straight away, writing a fan fiction all about that one particular little like moment where they locked eyes. That will be a fan fiction, and they're writing fan fiction about every yaoi possibility, so every pairing that's possible, just everything. I mean, yeah, they could be a casual fan fiction writer where they write the occasional one every now and again, but then they can be super obsessed. So the yaoi fanfiction writer covers all the different types that I've been talking about. So I'm just gonna conclude that's my list of types of yaoi fans, and I have some funny stories about my time being a yaoi fan. I had an obsessed yaoi fan, and it got to the point where she was looking at yaoi in the common room in sixth form, and then a teacher came up behind her while she was looking at it on a computer. She was traumatized, and for ages after we'd be pissing ourselves laughing about it. She was pretty mortified about it and very embarrassed. And we'd joke, she'd be looking at yaoi and be like, "Oh yeah, teacher's behind you," and she'd freak out, and it was funny. I've written a yaoi fan fiction of just one, but I've hidden it on the like deep depths of archive of our own, and there may be a chance if you're a yaoi fan fiction reader you might have read it, but I'm not giving any information away because I don't want people to find it, because it is embarrassing, because it is smutty, and it's nothing but smut. I can't believe I wrote that. I just wanted to try it out. Like, I'd read so many, and I wonder what it was like to write smut, so I did, and it was yaoi, and for ages I hid it and I didn't admit to it, but now I'm admitting to it. I've admitted it to my mum. My mum almost walked in on me writing it, and at the time I had my computer screen facing the door behind me, so if she walked in, she would have seen it, even though her eyesight's pretty shit, so she might not have, but still scary. So every time I heard like a movement outside my door, my monitor screen would go off, and if that screams I'm doing something suspicious, I bet my parents knew I was... No, that doesn't sound good. So, what type of yaoi fangirl are you? Please leave a comment down below. And are there any yaoi fangirls? I don't say fangirls because boys can like yaoi too. Any types of yaoi fans that I've missed. And I'm trying to think if I've forgotten any. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe to the channel for more videos. I just hit my wind chime and I've got a notification that I can't swipe because I knocked my phone over. Anyway, bye.